which quarterback do you have the most faith in the playoffs?
Oh, it's not even close. Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
And I do think he's going to be the MVP. I think we lose sight of his greatness at times because he just makes things look very easy. But he's a guy with a lot of playoff experience. They're a team right now that has won 14 games. No one's really talking about the Kansas City Chiefs a lot, and rightly so. I think we've watched the Buffalo Bills and Cincinnati Bengals. We love those quarterbacks. We love those teams. But Kansas City's just kind of sitting there. No one's saying anything, but you watch this guy. He's, thrown over 40 touchdown passes. He's a unique individual. He really is. He does it now at a rate to where we just, that's what he does. And, but, I mean, what he's doing and accomplishing, it's remarkable. Remember, he lost his best weapon, Tyreek Hill, is in Miami. He's got a tight end that's a good player. He's got Keyshawn's buddy, Shoe down there with him, right? And other than that, I mean, he makes the team better. He's making this football team better. He makes the players around him better. This is why I continue to watch him play and go, this guy right here, they're on a mission. Now, I know they lost to Cincinnati. They lost to Buffalo. He's not losing those teams twice in one season.
Keyshawn?
When you ask the question about which quarterback you have the most faith in, there's a couple that Patrick Mahomes certainly is there, but Joe Burrow for me. And when I look at Joe, he's cool, he's calm, he's collected, he gets it. The players, it seems like they rally around him, they play with him, for him, all of those sort of things. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, obviously. Then you got Tyler Boyd mixing in the backfield, the tight end. The defense is much better. And he stopped turning the football over like he was earlier in the year. And he's been there before. Think about it. Second year in the league, coming off ACL surgery, if it wasn't for Aaron Donald coming on the backside chasing him down, he may have a Lombardi trophy riding around in his back seat right now. So I like him. He has playoff experience, and I trust him. I think I got a lot of faith in him.
I understand, Keyshawn. I understand where you're coming from. Not a bad selection. Joe Burrow's a stud. It helps to have T. Higgins and Jamar Chase and them brothers throwing the football to him, but the Bible throwing the football too. But he's a big time brother. There's no doubt about that. But it's Patrick Mahomes. I applaud the brilliance of Coach Herm for agreeing with moi because it is appropriate in this particular situation. Patrick Mahomes, 41 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, completing better than 67% of his passes. Number one offense in points, number one offense in yards, number one offense in passing. Without Tyreek Hill. I'm sorry. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at them being 10-1 over their last 11 games of this season. I'm thinking about Patrick Mahomes. And the only thing that I would disagree with you about, Coach, you said something blasphemous. You said Travis Kelce's got a good play over there. Oh, hell no. He's got a great player over there. This is the best tight end in football. His name is Travis Kelce. Make no mistake about it. Ain't nothing good about Travis Kelce. He's great. It is that simple. And when you look at that and having that reliable weapon and how it's opened up the floodgate of opportunities for the Juju Smith-Schusters and others on the Kansas City Chiefs, the fact that there has been literally no drop-off without Tyreek Hill speaks volumes to me. Patrick Mahomes is that dude. Everybody knows it, and we going to find out about that come playoff time as well.
Stephen A. and Herm, y'all both know, especially you, Herm, because you played in the secondary, you coached the secondary on the defensive side of the ball. The Cincinnati Bengals got three guys that you got to cover down on.
That's true.
In the National Football League, teams don't have three corners that can cover across the board. That's the problem that you have when you're facing Joe Burrow in Cincinnati. It's not like they haven't been on a run either. They've been on a little bit of a run themselves in turning things around this season. And might I remind you too, Stephen A., because I'm going to go at you on this one. You do know Joe Burrow went into Kansas City last year after getting a victory against Tennessee, went into Kansas City and popped Patrick Mahomes and company.
Yes,
so
but that's a reason for me.
With Tyreek Hill on the team.
Well, listen, that's a reason for me to believe it wouldn't happen again. Not only did he beat him in the AFC Championship game, he also beat him this season. He also beat him this season in Cincinnati.
Yes.
He's beaten Patrick Mahomes 3 times. So let me ask you this question. When we think about
Three straight times.
When we think about greatness, because you know something about greatness, give you the damn ball, okay? You know something about greatness, Keyshawn Johnson. Do you believe that someone that is great, like Patrick Mahomes, can continue to get beat by the same opponent over and over again? You don't think that at some point the greatness will figure it out?
It has happened for years with different teams. I can remind you, the New England Patriots and Tom Brady used to wreck shop on the Indianapolis Colts and Peyton Manning for years.
And Peyton Manning took him in 2006. He finally overcame that.
Until finally it turned around. Finally.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
The San Francisco 49ers used to beat up on the Dallas Cowboys left and right. Until it turned.
There you go.
It does, and so I'm not saying it won't turn.
My point.
I'm just saying based on our recent history of watching Cincinnati against Kansas City and Joe Burrow against Patrick Mahomes, I have more faith in Joe Burrow because he's shown me that he can take care of Patrick Mahomes. Unlike Josh Allen in the postseason, Josh Allen can take care of Patrick in the regular season, but not the postseason. Joe Burrow showed us something different. That's all I'm saying, Stephen A.
All right. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.